CutOutTV.
The first time I worked with animation was as an undergrad at Parsons. I took a motion graphics class, and it was basically graphic design within After Effects. And I learned that I could make my work move and make it much more interesting than it was just flat on a piece of paper, like illustration. So I started to use After Effects to make my drawings move and to make my artwork have more motion. And that was really exciting to me. I realized that with After Effects, I really could do anything I wanted. So that class really helped me realize what animation was, I think. I guess I experienced animation first as a child, watching TV. But then when I went to college, I saw what illustration was and how I could produce a drawing for a newspaper or an article or a band, and it could communicate a certain idea just in one picture. And I thought that was really interesting, so I started to do that. But eventually I realized that that was sort of limiting. It was really hard to tell a full story in just one image. And putting motion and story into that image and making it longer with sound was just so much more appealing and compelling to me. Yeah, I've lived in a few different countries and I like to travel a lot, mostly because it allows me to experience different cultures and different religions, different people, and all those things sort of come together to help me gain more life experience, I guess. With my work, I like to take from my own life or from others' lives around me. And so the more experience I can put into that life, I think the richer my work can be. My film Cruising is based on a true story. I had went on a cruise vacation with my family for a few days, and I really did not enjoy it. It's sort of like a prison. You know, you can't leave and you have to experience everything. So during that trip, I contemplated how I could get out of this situation. I thought, oh, I could just jump over, I'd be dead, and then I won't have to be on this ship. Great, that's good. And then as I was thinking that in this beautiful nighttime landscape with the ocean out in front of me, the foghorn behind me blasted and it shook. It shook my whole body. And I thought, oh, why would I do that? I should just experience this cruise and it'll be over and I'll be fine. So a year later, my family wanted to go on another one. And I thought if I went on another one, I definitely would die. I would not make it. So I decided that I would use the trip as a research trip and I would make a film about cruises. So on the second cruise, I just documented the whole thing. I kept myself busy. I recorded sounds. I took a lot of video, did drawings. So it really kept me busy, and I felt like the trip would culminate in a project instead of me just hating myself. So that is where cruising came from. My favorite thing about animation is that there's really no limits. You know, with live action, there are less limits. You can do pretty much anything you want now with CG. But I would say with 2D animation, you can allow the viewer into a world that doesn't exist, and you can really build a whole new experience for them. So I think that's the best thing about animation for me.
CutOutTV.